Hello, class. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So at the end of our discussion, I'm going to ask you some questions. So I need your attention to our discussion. So, okay, but before we start, can I first see all of you? Can you turn on your camera just to check? Okay. So are there from other students from Mandaue or Ormoc? So I think all of you are from Tacloban, right?
Samar po.
From Samar. Okay, from ACLC Tacloban, I mean. Because Sir Maraya told me that there will be other students from ACLC or MOC and Bandawi, but I'm not sure if they are already informed because I have already provided them the link already. So for now, let us start with our discussion now. So I'm gonna turn off my video because it feels uncomfortable. Okay.
Sige po.
Okay. So, as what you have observed, our topic for today is all about management accounting concepts, but our subject is all about strategic management, right? So, we are going to discuss.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, we are going to discuss about management accounting because in strategic management, we need the information given by the management accountants. So, let's see what is management accounting. Okay, so management accounting, it is the process of measuring and reporting information about economic activity within organizations for use by managers in planning, performance evaluation, and operational control. So these are the information that are provided by the accountants in the organization. Hindi po siya yung report doon sa mga regulating bodies just like yung BIR, yung sinasubmit sa SEC, yung sa etc. Ito po ay para sa loob ng organization for for planning only, performance evaluation, and operational control. So it is mainly for internal use. So like for example, if ang isang department needs an information about how many products should be produced in a month or in a quarter, then management accountants would be able to provide those information. Okay, so do we have any question about management accounting?
None.
Okay, none so far. So kindly listen to my discussion until the end because there will be some questions, and for those who are able to answer my question would be given additional merits. I'm not sure kung ano, basta meron silang additional merits. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. So what is planning? What is, wait, there are people who are joining our conference. So what is performance evaluation and what is operational control? So planning is the process of decision making. So management accounting provides information in the planning process. Like for example, deciding what product to make, where to make them, and when. So kung ano ba ang dapat, kung ano ba na product ang mas mabenta na pwedeng gawin ng company. Another one is in determining the materials, labor, and other resources that are needed to achieve desired output. Like for example, there is a demand, may demand yung company na may customer na nag-order ng, let's say for example, 50,000 sala sets. Tapos yung company natin is a manufacturing company. So, management accountant will provide the needed information kung ilan ba na materials, labor, and resources ang kailangan para ma-achieve natin yung 50,000 na sala sets. And then another one, in considering the different means or strategies by which the goal set may be achieved. So, sabi ko nga kanina, kaya tayo nagdi-discuss kung ano ang management accounting, it is because sa strategic management, needed natin ang information na provide ng management accountant. So, how about in performance evaluation? Can someone read about the different examples on performance evaluation?
Ako na lang, ma'am.
Okay, what's your name?
Efren po.
Efren Pinangay or Pinanggay?
Pinanggay po.
Okay, sige. Efren Pinanggay.
So under performance evaluation, example, determining the relative contribution of different managers and different parts of the organization. Second is assessing the profitability of individual product and product lines.
Okay, very good. So in performance evaluation, because of management accounting, nagpo-provide sila ng information as to performing ba ng maayos yung isang department or isang part ng organization. Like for example, sa sales department, meron tayong manager doon. Titingnan natin kung maayos ba yung kanyang contribution. Like for example, meron tayong targeted sales at saka meron din tayong tinitingnan na trend. Gusto nating maabot yung, let's say for example, 1 million na sales this coming quarter. Tapos yung sales manager doon sa sales department, magkakaroon siya ng reporting. Pag ma-meet natin yon, it means maganda yung performance ng manager doon sa kanyang pinamumunuan. But if not, there will be some corrective actions or i-evaluate natin saan ba nagkulang yung company. Dito ba sa mga tao o dito ba sa ating advertising, sino ba yung kailangang punain sa pagkukulang. Okay. So yan po ang performance evaluation. Another one is assessing the profitability of individual product and product lines. Like for example, meron tayong business na ano bang gusto niyong business? Kaya na lang magbigay sa akin. Don't be shy, class. You can share anything.
Cosmetics po.
Cosmetics, okay. So, for example, may cosmetics tayo na business. We belong to cosmetics industry. Tapos, nagbebenta tayo ng lipstick. Meron tayong tinatawag na matte, meron din tayong lip gloss na product line, at meron din po tayong hindi naman sa lipstick, yung iba naman. Meron din tayong powder. Makikita natin doon kung kung alin ba sa mga product lines na yon ang profitable. So, saan tayo kukuha ng information as to the profitability of those product lines? Siyempre, sa info na ibibigay ng management accountant. So, okay. Let's move to operational control. Who will read?
Ma'am, ako.
Okay, kindly tell me your name.
Sagala po.
Sagala, okay, sige. Maria Crizel Sagala, okay.
Operational control. Example, to assist the line manager in identifying bottlenecks and maintaining a smooth flow of production, and identifying the quantity of work in process in the factory.
Okay, very good. So sa operational control, tinitingnan natin kung smooth ba yung ating production, wala bang error sa machine, tinitingnan natin kung efficient ba yung mga laborers doon. So, yan po ay provide din ng management accountant. at saka identifying the quantity of work in process. Yung work in process po ay yung mga inventories, yung mga products na nandoon pa sa ating factory na hindi pa siya natatapos, yung ongoing pa yung kanyang production. Yan po yung mga work in process. So, yung management accountant din po yung nagpo-provide ng information na yon. So, kindly recall, we have three areas that the management accountant can help the management in doing these three. So, ito yon, the planning, the performance evaluation, and the operational control. Tumutulong sila dyan. So, let's move to the next slide. Okay. We have here the principles governing the designs of management accounting systems. Okay, I will read na lang. Number 1, the system should help, meron nag-join. The system should help to establish the decision-making authority over the organization's assets. Second, the information generated by the system should support planning and decision-making. Third, the reports should be a means for performance monitoring and evaluation. So, management accounting systems, ito po yung binubuo ng mga management accountant na, let's say for example, software or flow ng different processes sa pagre-record or pag-organize ng mga transactions. So, dapat daw, sabi nila na makakatulong daw po ito na makapag-establish ng decision-making authority over the assets. So makakapag-help daw po ito na mapadali yung pag-decision making ng management. The next one is parehas din po, parang na-emphasize lang po yung should support planning and decision making. Hindi po siya yung parang outlier, yung lumilihis sa kanyang direction. It should be in the same direction with the planning and decision making to achieve a common goal. So parehas din po, it is very self-explanatory actually. So let's move to the next slide. Kindly remember this one because this will be included in our exam. You don't need to memorize, but you just need to be familiarized with this. Okay, this is the most important part. Ito yung gusto kong i-emphasize na sana yan. Okay. So what is the difference between management accountant or accounting and financial accounting? So as to the users of report. Okay, so who can explain the first one?
Ako po.
Okay, is this Efren?
Yes po.
Okay,
Sorry, excuse po.
it's okay.
So, the first difference po is the users of report. So, for management accounting po, it is exclusive for internal use po. Just like what you have mentioned earlier, ma'am.
Okay,
It's for the managers or kahit sino po na within the company for internal use.
okay.
Very opposite po siya sa financial accounting wherein this will be used by external. Ibig sabihin po, ang mga stockholders like
Yes.
ang mga suppliers. Pagdating po ang government agencies, kailangan po ang financial report kasi po han tax. Like, asya po nila pagbabasihan kung how much ang tax na babayaran han company. Tapos adi po nga creditors, importante po ang financial report kasi po if ever or in case mag-loan po ang company, magbe-base po ang financial report if this company will be able to pay them po.
Okay, very good. So, ang management accounting, siya po ay for internal use only, while the financial accounting naman is for external users. So there are other external users like the customers, like the general public, prospective
Investors.
investors. Yes, damo ito hera. There are a lot. Ay, by the way, we are going to speak in Tagalog or English because there might be other people from Ormoc and Mandawi that would not be able to speak our language. So, pero it's okay lang if you recite, but I will be the one to speak in Tagalog and English, okay?
Okay po.
Okay. So external users, it has already been discussed in your previous accounting, like the investors, general public, customers, prospective investors, etc. So for internal users naman, it is mainly for decision-making purposes. Sinong nagde-decide for the company, it's the managers and the other officers of the different departments. Okay, what is the purpose of management accounting and what is the purpose of financial accounting? I will be the one to discuss na lang din for this one. So for management accounting, the purpose is to provide internal users with information that may be used by managers in carrying out the functions of planning, controlling, decision making, and performance evaluation. So planning, controlling, decision making, and performance evaluation is part of the duties of a manager. So it has been discussed in your organization and management subject when you were still in senior. Is this an old curriculum or new curriculum?
New curriculum po.
New curriculum. So you have undergone senior high, right?
Yes po.
Okay, so it has already been discussed the different duties of a manager, yung planning, controlling, decision making, performance evaluation. So yun po yung purpose ng management accounting. While yung financial accounting, it provides external users with information about the organization's financial position and results of operations. Like for example, sa BIR, magre-report tayo doon kung how much is our annual income, how much will be subject to VAT, how much will be subject to business tax, and we are going to pay the corresponding tax upon it. And then to SEC naman, yung mga pag mag-start ka pa lang ng business, you need an FS. Kasi when I was working at Divine Word University and they are, no, Divine Word, it is already Liceo del Verbo Divino. So, they are required to submit yung FS upon the start of operation, yung bagong school nila, yung St. Johnson. So, naghahanap nga sila doon ng pwedeng mag-accountant. But then I wasn't able to because of the quarantine. So, meron na sana akong nahanap noon na kakilala ko, but I don't know if nagmaterialize ba. So, next one is the types of reports. Who will read about this one? People of the Philippines, are you there?
Ma'am, ako na lang.
Sagala. Okay. May nabay ba nga people here? Nakpaka-off it mga mic. Okay, sige. Pan-recite ka mga class kay para di rin masyadong boring. Char. Sige, Miss Sagala. Go.
Types of Types of reports. In management accounting, there are different types of reports such as budgets, financial projections, cost analysis, etc., depending of the specific needs of management. While in financial accounting, the types
Nawara kayo, ma'am.
Hello, I'm back. Anay. Hello?
Hello.
Hello,
Okay, so
ma'am.
I don't know what happened to the internet. Grabing internet ng globe. I'm sorry. So, okay. Nag-read ka na, Miss Sagala?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the different types of reports. In management accounting, di ba sabi mo, such as
Ma'am, waray po.
budgets. Hello?
Ma'am, waray ano ni? Dere naka-appear sa screen.
Okay, wait. Screen. Yan, okay na?
Apo.
Okay. So, the types of reports, yung sa management accounting, yung binibigay nilang reports are budgets. Like for example, yung isang organization, nagbe-base sila sa sales ng last year. So, tapos, they are organizing or formulating a plan for the next year. So they are basing their budgets on the sales of last year, tapos nag-allocate sila for how much will be given to the marketing, how much will be given to the finance, how much will be given to the operations depending on the performance ng kanya-kanyang departments ng last year. So pero no-provide po yan ng management accountants, yung mga information about the budget allocation. And then next one is the cost analysis. Financial projections, yan po yung nag-project sila or nag-expect sila na ganito yung magiging sales for the next year based on the current trends in the previous years. Like for example, 3 years na siyang nag increase ng 20%. So in the following year, mag-expect sila na mag-increase siya ng 20% again. Pag hindi yun ma-meet, titignan nila kung what will be the cost, what had been the cost on the decrease of sales kung hindi yun ma-meet yung 20%. Like for example, ngayon, nagkaroon ng COVID. So, it is a factor kung bakit hindi ma-meet ng mga companies yung kanilang goal or projection ng yung financial projections nila for this year na ginawa nila before this year or last year. So kasi hindi naman nila na-anticipate na there will be COVID or pandemic. So the next one is financial accounting naman. Primarily financial statements and the accompanying note, yung basic, yung ginagawa nating balance sheet, statement of comprehensive income, a statement of cash flows, a statement of changes in equity, notes to financial statements. Yan po yung prepare ng financial accountants. On the other hand, yung management accounting, depende lang kung anong need ng management. So, babasahin ko na lang to kasi medyo kaya nyo namang, it is very self-explanatory naman yung other differences. So the next one is standards of presentation. In management accounting, wala tayong sinusunod na standard. Nakadepende of what the management is needing. Like for example, need natin ng information as to ilan kayang inventory yung dapat nating i-purchase for the next quarter. So, hindi naman po natin sasabihin na, dapat according to GAAP ito, dapat according to, ano pa ba, IFRS, IAS, etc. Wala namang ganun. While in financial accounting, we have what we call the GAAP. So, dapat tayong sumunod kung paano ba i-record yung mga PPE. Paano ba ang ano ba ang rule sa recording ng biological assets? Titingnan natin sa ating mga standards sa IAS, sa PAS, etc. Kung ano man yung mga pronouncement ng other authoritative accounting bodies. So, nakadepende kung saan tayo magbe-base sa ating recording. Whereas, sa management accounting, we have no basis. It depends on the needs lang ng management. We are free to do whatever we want as long as mapoprovide natin ang need ng management. Okay. The next one is the reporting entity. For management accounting, it focus of reports is on the company's value chain, such as business segment, product line, supplier, or customer. So, nakadepende ito kung, like for example, sa customer side, ano bang products ang mas tinatangkilik ng customer? Ano bang klase ng function, like for example, sa cellphone, ang mas prefer na customer? So, that will be the responsibility of the management accountant sa pagre-report ng ganitong mga information. While the financial accounting, it is reporting relating to the business as a whole. Yung management accounting, naka-focus siya sa mga segments, sa maliliit-liit na mga departments. While yung financial accounting, ang kabug-usan ba? Ang pangkalahatan. So, ayun. While on period covered naman, anytime, as frequent as needed. While on the other hand, for financial accounting, depende. Like for example, sa tax, kailangan natin mag-submit ng report monthly for business taxes like yung 3% percentage tax, kailangan natin ng quarterly na ngayon. Before it was monthly, but now it is now quarterly. And for the ITR, it is reported annually. So magre-report tayo ng income ng once a year. Unlike sa management accounting, depende. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait lang, nagahang aking di siya nagmo-move. Ayun. Okay. So what is a controller? Can you read? Sino kaya? Wait lang, maghanap ako. Damsel Lyle Menil, can you please read about the controller?
Okay po, ma'am.
Okay.
Nababatian po ako, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay po. Controller, the chief management accountant. The chief management accounting executive of an organization who is primarily responsible for the accounting aspects of management planning and control.
Okay, very good. Kung may tinatawag tayong CEO, we also have what we call the Chief Management Accountant or the CMA, or it could also be called the CFA, Chief Financial Accountant. And it is also referred to as a controller. So he or she is primarily responsible for the accounting aspects, like for example, yung pagre-record ng mga income, pagre-record ng mga assets on hand, acquisition, etc. So siya po yung head ng accounting department. Pwede siyang maging part ng accounting department, pero mas malawak pa dyan ang kanyang sakop, which will be discussed in the following slides. So ito po yung kanyang responsibilities. Okay. Naghahang. Okay. Okay. Controllership versus treasurership. For controllership, we have planning and control, reporting and interpreting, evaluating and consulting, tax administration, government reporting, protection of assets in the form of audit. Ina-assess natin kung wala bang missing or inappropriation of assets na nangyayari. So it is the responsibility of the controller in protecting the assets. Economic appraisal, ito po yung gumagawa siya ng paraan na hindi bumaba yung value ng ating organization. At saka, for example, kung malulugi na siya po yung magbibigay ng advice sa ating management kung kailangan na bang magbenta ng mga assets. So, economic appraisal, planning and control, in the accounting aspects lang po yan. So, siya po yung magbibigay ng advice. More on advice lang talaga yung controller. Hindi po siya yung katulad ng management na siya talaga yung maggagawa ng decision making. Reporting and interpreting of the FS, syempre. Yung mga financial and non-financial data, siya po yung naka-assign doon. Evaluating and consulting, yan po yung magbibigay siya ng advice sa management or kung sino man in the higher hierarchy, like for example, in the executive department, sa president, sa CEO, pwede po siyang magbigay ng advice sa kanila. So it is not really a part of the organizational chart. Siya po yung more on advisory, more on consulting. So ayun. For tax administration, siya po yung nag-oversee kung kailan dapat bayaran yung mga taxes at kung papaano ito paliliitin in a legal way. So, yan po. For treasurership naman, provision of capital, siya po yung naghahanap ng sources of capital like financing, etc. Investor relations, siya po yung maghahanap ng prospective investors, siya po yung gagawa ng paraan para magkaroon ng additional capital yung company. Short-term financing, banking and custody, ito yung i-emphasize ko. siya po yung kailangang mag-maintain ng good relationship with the banking industry. Kasi pag meron tayong good relationship with the banking industry or a specific bank na ginagamit natin, then we will be given a favor. Nagkaroon ako ng experience nito when I was still in Cebu. So, our treasurer can call directly the bank kapag hindi kahit close na yung bank, pwede niyang tawagan na tomorrow merong pupunta doon, paki-entertain na lang po, kukunin niya itong amount na to, etc. So hindi na katulad ng regular na pupunta ka doon, pipila ka ng matagal. Medyo nakakaano yan sa operation ng business kasi hindi siya magiging efficient. Kung meron siyang good relationship with the bank, then mapapadali po yung ano natin, yung operation. The next one is the credit and collections. More on sa cash management yung ginagawa ng treasurer. Again, sa controller, wala po siyang hinawakang cash. Siya lang po yung nakatalaga para mag-record. While sa treasurer, siya po yung humahawak ng actual cash. At siya rin po yung nagmamanage sa credit and collections. Siya yung nagpapautang, siya rin po yung nangongolekta. At saka siya rin po yung nagde-decide where to invest those assets, those cash. Like sa mutual fund, sa bonds, sa stocks. Siya po yung nagde-decide doon, yung treasurer. Insurance naman, like for example, property insurance, ano pa ba? Mga car insurance, kung meron tayong cars sa ating company cars, so etc. It's the responsibility of the treasurer. Okay. So we have here the standards of ethical conduct for management accountants. So kindly memorize this one. This is very important. The 2C, 1I, 1O. So CCIO. Okay, can someone read about competence?
Wala po, ma'am.
Ikaw? Sige. Ano,
Yes, ma'am.
what's your name? Giselle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go.
Competence. Maintain an appropriate level of professional competence by ongoing development of their knowledge and skills. Performs duties in accordance with laws, regulations, and technical standards.
Okay, very good. So sa competence, in maintaining that, we have to undergo seminars, we have to undergo trainings. So that's what the management accountant needs. Plus, what time is it na?
5:37.
5:37. So, okay. May time pa kita. Okay. So, another one is that he performs duties in accordance with laws, regulations, and technical standards. So, hindi lang tayo gagawa ng mga steps na against sa law, regulation, and technical standards. We should adhere to those laws, regulations, and technical standards in performance of our duty as a management accountant. Next one is confidentiality. So this is very common. You should refrain from disclosing confidential information acquired in the course of your work, except when authorized or unless legally obligated to do so. Like for example, may naging client ka, tapos yung client mo is naging subject siya for litigation. Tapos hinihingan ka ng opinion or hinihingan ka ng statement regarding dun sa management consultancy na ginawa mo. In this case, you are not required to disclose information. You should not disclose information because you are not legally obligated to do so unless there is a court order. So, pag sinabi na ng korte na kailangan mong magsalita kahit walang authorization ng company owner, then it's okay as long as there is a court order. But in general, you should refrain from disclosing confidential information. So let's move to the next one, integrity. So can someone read about integrity? Ako na
Ako na
magbibigay.
lang. Ma'am.
Sige, hihinan eh. Gladys? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, very good.
Integrity. Avoid actual or apparent conflicts of interest and advise all appropriate parties of any potential conflict.
Okay, very good. So, actual or apparent conflicts. Actual, ito po yung alam mo na mayroon talagang conflict of interest. Like for example, mayroon kang substantial share sa company na yan. So, it's a conflict of interest. Siyempre, yung ano mo, yung gusto mo maging maayos yung FS ng company na yan, then because you have a substantial share, then magkakaroon ka talaga ng conflict of interest. Apparent naman yung hindi ka naman talaga mayroong conflict of interest, pero it appears to you to have, parang it appears nga meron ka, not really meron.
Um,
Hello?
what?
Okay, ada pa ka mo class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nawawala talaga ako ng internet. I think much better ano ang Google Meet.
Yes, ma'am.
Parang di siya masyadong nawawala. I-resume ko lang. Okay, nakita na kam class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, ayun. By the way, ang Zoom nga pala, after 40 minutes, magko-close yan. You need to reconnect na lang para makabalik tayo sa ating session. Kasi hindi to ang tawag nun, naka-premium, naka-free view lang to. So, okay, let's move kasi I'm excited to ask you questions. So, you should not leave. Hello? Hello? Okay na, class? Nabati ka mo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think na ano to na nag-end because of 40 minutes cut. Kasi 5:44 na. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hanggang 40 minutes lang. Oh my gosh. What did I do? Okay. So, the next one is objectivity. Integrity. Okay na tayo yun, di ba? Objectivity. Communicate information fairly without bias and objective. Okay. Am I clear? Meron bang from Mandawi or from Ormoc dito or wala? Because I'm gonna speak in Waray. If no one.
Waray ata,
Waray,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Ano makilala niyo? Okay, so from now on, we're gonna speak Wataglish. Okay, Waray-Waray, Tagalog, and English. So, ayun. Objectivity. Communicate information fairly and without bias and objectively. Disclose fully all relevant information that could reasonably be expected to influence an intended user's understanding of the reports, comments, and recommendations presented. So, objectivity, yan po yung ethical conduct or value na dapat nating i-maintain. Yan po yung hindi tayo magiging pabor sa isang bagay just because parang pare-parehas dun sa conflict of interest just because kapatid natin siya, friend natin siya, magiging biased na tayo. It's not. You should be objective. You should feel like hindi ka connected dyan. Titingnan mo lang kung ano ba ang tama at mali. Ito ba yung dapat na decision? Like for example, in acquisition of asset or PPE. Tapos may kakilala kang kompadre na nagbebenta. Tapos yung isa naman may company nagbebenta din pero mas mababang halaga. If we act na hindi tayong objective, syempre, yung kumpadre natin pipiliin natin because kakilala natin siya. But if not, syempre, for the benefit of the company yung uunahin natin, we're going to buy from the cheaper price na merong magandang quality din para magkaroon ng magandang benefit yung company, para hindi malugi. So, that is subjectivity. So, let's move to the questions now. I have 3 questions here. So, I will be calling 3 participants or 3 students. And for those who will be able to answer, would get additional 2 points in the coming exam. So, be ready. Random ha. Ada pa kamo class? Class, ada pa kamo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, mapili ako ng students. Tagi ako number. Mga above 20. Pera?
25, ma'am.
25, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 3. Okay, Rose Ann Inson. Kindly answer number 1.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Ma'am, nadungog ako.
Yes, oo. Read and answer ngayon.
Ma'am?
Kindly read and answer number 1.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
hello.
mahinig kasi edit di ko masyadong dudungting.
Oh, sige la, sige la. Basahan lang ada ang question ngayon answer. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Okay.
Nadudung na po.
Oo, nadudunggan. Rose? Rose Ann
Ano lang,
Inson.
ma'am?
Oo, sige, wanala. Kay makuri ada tiya signal talaga. Okay, mapili na lakon ibahi.
Ma'am, mahinig.
Mahinay.
Ma'am, di po na side.
Oh, sige la, okay la. It's okay. Oo, it's okay. So, how about
po kay mahinig internet.
okay, sige, sige, it's okay la. How about Clarence Elnas?
Ma'am,
Okay, kindly answer number 1.
which of the following is or are false?
Okay.
A. Managerial accounting is concerned with providing information to managers. B. Managerial accounting focuses more on the segments of an organization rather than on the organization as whole. C. managerial accounting did not follow the general accepted accounting principles or GAAP. B. Managerial accounting is not mandatory, not required by any external law or regulation.
Okay. So, what is your answer?
Ma'am, letter D.
Letter D, imo answer? Sure? False, ha? Dapat false.
B, ma'am.
D or B?
B.
Boy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the correct answer is letter, ba't di siya ayun. So, letter A.
Ay, A.
Yes. Okay la. Sige, may 1 point ka. Kindly message me ha, PM. Nag-answer ka.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, managerial accounting is as concerned with providing information to managers. Diri lahira as concerned because they are merely concerned nga mag-provide information for the decision making of the managers. Okay.
Okay po, ma'am.
Let's move to the number 2 question. Mapili na ako. Magko ka na lang ako ini magbabana-bana kung ano hitong dantak kamot. Okay. Adi. Okay, si Cheska Maderazo. Hello. Hello, Cheska. Nawaray man na to. Okay, let's look for another one. Dorothy Calvadores.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so kindly answer number 2.
Mag-read my question.
Yes, oo.
The American Institute of Management Accountants came up with the standards of ethical conduct for management accountants, which have four sections, namely A. Competence, confidentiality, integrity, and objectivity. B. Competence, security, integrity, and objectivity. C. Competence, confidentiality, integrity, and maturity. D. Computation, confidentiality, integrity, and objectivity.
Okay, so what's your answer?
Letter A, ma'am. Competence, confidentiality, integrity, and objectivity.
Okay, let's see. Saan ba tatapat ang green na box? Oh, lag. Wait lang, naglalag. Ayun. So, correct. So, you have additional 2 points. Kindly PM me, ha, on Messenger.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Welcome. Okay, for the last one. Last one. Magbabana ba ako nga di konhin, no? Anwari ko pa kabati eh. Ang iba nga nag-recite na, i-PM na la ako. Nakilala naman na kaiyo. So, ang iba naman. Aha. Aiko Anya Quaizon. Aiko Anoya Quaizon
Wait po,
yan.
ma'am.
Aiko?
Sige.
Okay, sige.
Aiko po.
Aiko, okay. Kindly read an answer.
The treasury function includes A. Preparation of tax return, B. Cash custody and banking, C. Reporting to government, D. Financial reporting.
Okay, so
Um,
what's your answer?
wait, letter sure. B.
Okay, let's see. Medyo naglalag. Okay, very good. Cash, custody, and banking. Kindly remember this one. This is very important. Parati tong kasama sa mga quizzes and exams. So, the main function of treasury is the cash, custody, and banking. So, I think,
Yes.
kindly PM me na lang ha. I think we're all done. Kindly PM me. And by the way, are you done with our activity? Or nag-start na ba mo?
Dire pa po, ma'am.
Okay la, sige. Hanggang sana to na kung ginhatag nga deadline tomorrow na la ano? Saturday.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow at tomorrow.
Hain po ito ma'am magsisend.
Kuan nga tulad hapon ha Google Classroom. Attachment.
Ga-attach la po ito.
Oo, attachment lad to. Pwede edit yellow pad, picture la niyo, then attach. So, do you have
Okay,
any
ma'am.
questions pa about hanaton activity or about hanaton discussion?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Paray na, okay. So, thank you so much for coming and I hope everything's clear. You can just PM me when you have any questions about our subject matter or if you have personal questions, it's okay. So that's all for today. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.